Good evening, YouTube, and welcome to another video with Everyday in Life with Wayne. And today is Taco Tuesday. So we are going to prepare the tacos, and these are the ingredients that I have out that we're gonna use, okay? And it's very simple. It's gonna be an easy, fast meal, something real quick that you can do. You can get them done and out of the way in no time. So what we're gonna show you is what we have here. First, we have the sour cream, pico de gallo, and we also have the salsa. Now, you can go out to your favorite Mexican restaurant and order these ingredients. It saves you from making them from scratch, but you can if you want to. But to make it faster, you can say, hey, I always like the pico de gallo, I always like the creamy jalapeno sauce that goes over it as well, which is really good. And these are jalapenos. And also we have your shredded lettuce. Then we have the Festa blend cheese. Any kind of cheese you want, cheese you like, you can get. You can add it, put that in there. Then you have your chips as well. You can get these from your local Mexican restaurant if you want as well. They're not expensive. They're very cheap to get. Also, we have your taco shells. Also, you can use these if you want. These are the wider ones, so I like the wider ones better. But I also like the from Taco Bell, and they're more spicy. So these are good as well. So these are the ingredients that we have to use. Also, I have one red onion that I went ahead and chopped up. Got that out the way. And that should be it for your ingredients. We also have your ground beef. So we're gonna get to this one later, but we're gonna get the fresh, cold ingredients put together first so we can get them put in the fridge and they're out of the way so they can get cold. Then we'll come back and we'll work on the ground beef. So we'll go ahead and get started. But these, we're gonna keep this in here, so this is ready to go. The sour cream is ready to go in the fridge. The jalapeno is ready. These we're gonna put up in our little containers. I have the little containers for each one of them. You want something about like this right here. You sit there, get your spoon, take that out. And you can pour juice in there as well, I like to. And you can get the rest of them out. That's done. Put that up. We'll go ahead and we'll get the red onions tucked away. Up. Come in. I like red onions, so you can use any onion you want cut up. You can use a white onion or a yellow onion, but I like the red onions. They're real flavorful. So we'll cover that up. That one's done. See, nice, neat, out of the way. Sit that on top. Then we'll go ahead. The next one, we'll get the cheese ready, bigger size, and get the cheese in there. But see how easy that is, how easy, nice and neat. You get all your ingredients ready, out of the way, good to go. It's real quick. Go ahead and get the lettuce prepared. I always like to buy two of them because you'll go through the first lettuce real fast. Especially if you have the kids going in, if you got company over or someone, or you watching the game, and this lettuce goes real quick. Put the top on there. You got it all nice and sealed, and this is how it's going to come out. So when you get ready to place it out, it's all nice and even and set up there. See that? That's good for that there. Then the chips, you'll get a bowl or a pan or anything, and you can put the chips in. Open them up, pour them in there, and set that out as well. So when you're setting it out and everybody come around to get something to eat, you already got, you'll put utensils out on them as well so they can dig in and get what they need out of each one of them. And it'll be nice and easy, and it'll be easy cleanup when you get ready to do that. So sit that, we're gonna go ahead and put the rest of these ingredients in the fridge. And then after that, we'll come back and then we'll get started on the ground beef, and we'll see you then. Okay, let's get started on this ground beef. We'll bring it over here to the pan, have that already warm. Let's turn that down a little bit. It should be good and hot. Start adding that in there. There we go. I like to just break it off in little pieces and put it in there. Now this is 5 pounds of ground beef, and it's a nice bit. You got a lot of people who love tacos, so you won't run out of ground beef. They have the bigger ones as well, but we usually go with the 5 pounders, so it's good enough for my family. You can figure out what's good for yours and how much you need, because we also like eating it, leftovers the next day. It's even better. Just break it up a minute. Get your nice spoon, just basically stir it, get it all nice and loosened up. It'll start cooking down in there. We'll start getting ready to, just about ready to stir it. Trying to make it very, simple, easy to do. And you can let it cook for a little bit, and then you'll watch it, and you'll be able to see right around the edges where it starts to get brown, and you see, hey, it looks like hamburger, just about done. And then you can start mixing it up and turn it. Now at this phase, you can add onions, green peppers, or whatever you want with the ground beef. You can put seasoned salt, pepper, and all that as well. But what I like to do is cook it, get it out of the way. When it's just about done, pour some of the grease off of that, and then I'll start adding my taco season. So when I get to that phase of it, or part of it, then I'll let you guys see how I do that. And then all you're doing with that is you're being really generous with it. So when you stirring the ground beef up, and you'll get another little small spoon and you'll taste it. So that just lets you know, okay, how seasoned is the ground beef? Because I don't want it to just taste only like ground beef. I want it to taste like taco ground beef. So then you'll be good to go, and the ground beef doesn't take long at all. It's good to have a nice little wooden spoon, so that way if you're using just regular frying pan or whatever, or one of the chrome ones, real clear bottom on it, you won't get a lot of scratches on it. So that's why it's good to use a wooden spoon. You can just mix your meat up and keep it moving, so it's better. Now, being that this is a coated frying pan, we don't have to worry about that, but it's gonna work any way you want to do it. Okay, we back with the ground beef, and I've already drained the grease over in here. So that way I don't have a whole lot of grease in here. When you look, you can tell how it's done. This is how you want it. You want to see just a little bit in there. Probably about that much right there, because you don't want it too dry when you're adding the seasons to. You want something to help absorb it and help get it mixed up in the ground beef. So then we'll take our taco seasoning. That's all we need right there. And then we'll go ahead and start to add that in there. just be real generous with it because you want to make sure it gets in all the ground beef. It's throughout. That's why I always buy the big ones. And you can start to see how it starts to change the color when you get the seasonings all in it. That's all the flavor, and that oil that's left in there is going to help spread the flavor around. It won't look so dry. See how it still looks nice and juicy and moist? That's how you want it. Because the rest of the seasoned ground beef is going to absorb all the rest of that oil that's in there. Now I kind of do a lot of stuff just by feel and taste because I've been cooking for so long. I kind of know how much is in there. But for you guys, make sure that you get a spoon out and you taste it so you make sure you don't over season it or over salt it or something like that. But sometimes I get carried away with all the seasoning that I'm using and I'll over season things and it'll be, you know, salty. And I'll be like upset with that, like, man, I should have tasted. But as long as you do that, you'll be all right. Everything will be fine. You want to make sure you mix it up well so when you're tasting the ground beef, you won't taste the granules of the taco seasoning. You don't want to taste that. You want to just be like nice, good seasoned ground beef, now taco. And I still have the stove, you know, I still have it on low, so it's not really cooking. And once I'm done with this, I'll just cut it off, so it's good to go. Okay, that looks good right there. And then what you do when that's done, just place your lid on it. That's good to go. Cut your stove off. And then what we're gonna do is we'll come back and then I'll have everything set up, ready to eat. And you guys get to see how it looks and how it comes out. And then we'll close the video on that. So we'll show you in a little bit. Okay, we're back and everything is finished. So I wanted to set it out so you all can have a good look at it and see what it looks like and how it's set up. And have all the utensils here. I have everything in the proper containers, ready to go. So all you need is just really your plate, come around and just start digging in, you know? So we are good. So this video is good to go. I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in and watching the videos, and also don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell notification so it can let you know when we got new videos coming out. So I really appreciate it, and thank you so much, and God bless.